Hello guys, welcome to Coding Unpacked. In today's video, we're going to learn about networks, at least the basics of it. The video is part 1A of the networking series that we're going to cover, and it's going to cover the network essentials, the network science theory, and the network programming. It's going to lay a good foundation and understanding of a network. So yeah, let's get right into it. So in this video, we're going to learn the meaning of a network, the types of a network, the basic components of a network, the advantages of a network, and the disadvantages of a network. So what's the meaning of a network? A network is a collection of interconnected devices, right? That is able to exchange data. So the keywords here, it's the collection of interconnected devices and its ability to exchange data. In our tiny network diagram, there is a collection of interconnected devices, which is a phone, which is a laptop, which is a desktop, and a tablet. These devices are connected by a router and are able to share data among themselves, making them a network. The phone can share data easily with the laptop. The laptop can share data easily with the tablet. It can share data easily with the desktop. So in this diagram, the network, the devices are connected either using a cable like the phone, the laptop, and the desktop, or wireless by means of a Wi-Fi like the tablet. There are two ways of connecting devices in a network, either through a cable or wireless. Types of a network. Networks can be classified according to their geographical spread, their topology, their ownership, and their functionality. In their geographical spread, there is the LAN, there is the MAN, and there is the WAN. The LAN is the local area network, mostly found in homes and small offices. The metropolitan area network is found mostly in institutions, in large offices. And then there is the wide area network, which is a collection of many LANs found in mostly cities, in towns, and something like that. And then there's the topology, which is the star, the bus, the ring, the tree, and the mesh. As you can see in the bus topology, the bus, the network has a structure of a bus. In the star topology, the network has a structure of a star with one server and clients, different clients depending on the server. Then there is the tree, which has a structure of a tree. Then there is the ring topology, and there is the mesh topology, and then there is the hybrid. The hybrid network is the combination of one or two topologies, making it an hybrid. Then there is the ownership, where there is the private and the public. In the private, there's restricted access. Not anyone can access the network. Then there's the public network, which there is no restricted access. Anyone can access the network. This is like the internet. Then there's the functionality. Here there's the client server, and there's peer-to-peer. In the client server, there is one device in the network that is the client, and requests services from the server, and the server responds to the client request. And then there's the peer-to-peer network. In this network, a device devices in a network can be a client or a server simultaneously. Then there's the basic components of a computer. The basic components of a computer are the things or the entities that brought together form a computer network or a network. They work together to actually form a network. There is the server, there is the client, there is the transmission network, there's the transmission media, there's the network interface card, there is the router, there is the hub, there is the switch. So all these components work together are brought together to form a computer network or a network. This is our diagram showing all the components of a network. There is the router and there is the switch. The router and the switch in some cases might actually look alike. There's a switch there's a router which might look like a switch, but you can check the details on the device to make sure you're not confusing the router and the switch. And then there is the server. The server, they are mostly like this, but there are also some servers with a lot of cables and a lot of lights. If you've seen something like that, long containers with a lot of cables and lights, that might be the server. And then there is the hub, and then there is the client, which might be a desktop, a phone, a laptop, and then there is the transmission media. Transmission media mostly are the cables, which there is the Ethernet, there is the glass, there is the fiber, there is the copper wire. But you're going to get deeper into the components of a network, explain these in details, and also we're going to have another video explaining the types of a network deeper. So don't get worried, don't get confused about all these. We're going to get deeper into them as we get deeper into the series and get a better understanding of each and every component and each of every type of a network. So the advantages of a network: it enables resource sharing. The devices are connected, they are able to share resources, they are able to share maybe a printer. So yeah, that's an advantage of a network. The users can work together easily and quickly. The users of a network can actually work together easily because all their devices are interconnected, which makes it easier for them. And then they can share an internet connection. Then there is the improved security, as there is central control over the user access. In a network, you can actually centrally control the access of the users in the network because it's one network, they are interconnected. That means you can actually be able to see what device is doing what and so on and so forth. Then there is the file can be easily backed up centrally. This is basically because they are interconnected, so all the files can be backed up centrally because they are like the files from different devices are interconnected. The disadvantages of a network: there is the high cost of a network. A network comes with you buying a router, a lot of cabling, a lot of you pay for your service provider, you pay for the installation, which can actually be expensive, can get expensive. There's a spread of a virus and a malware. In this situation, just imagine one device in the network as a virus, then it can easily spread to other devices because of its feature of being interconnected. Then there's the network security risk. This is clearly a risk because in a network there's the ability, there's the capability of a hacker hacking into the network and not getting only one access to one device, but all of the devices in the network. Then there's network congestion. This comes with the network having a lot of devices connected to it, and it slows down the network, making it congested. It can be unreliable, it can be slow. So yeah, that's a disadvantage of network, because when there's congestion, it becomes unreliable. Then there's too much dependency. This comes to life mostly because of their interconnected feature, right? One device has to depend on another device, which depends on another device. So if you request something, if you request a resource or request a function from one device, you actually depend on the device to perform that task and send it back to you, which can actually be tiring and slow. Yeah. Thank you guys for sticking with us to the end. You've been learning with Coding Unpacked. You can follow us on our Instagram and Facebook accounts at Coding Unpacked. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this journey as we literally unpack coding. Thank you. Bye.